Freestyle skier Sarah Burke, critical conditions. With numero uno freestyle halfpipe skier Sarah Burke in a medically induced coma, fighting to live, naysayers may castigate the halfpipe's Olympic Games debut in 2014. They shouldn't. Peter Judge, CEO of the Canadian Freestyle Ski Association, says Sarah's is the first serious aerial freestyle skiing injury for the CFSA in 35 years. Of course, the definition of serious for the CFSA is the kicker. It's all spelled out in their Safety for Air Jumps 27-page manual. He says she bounced from her feet onto her head in a trick she had done before. Burke went into cardiac arrest. Her accident came in halfpipe training for the X Games. She has been resilient in promoting her sport for Olympic inclusion, and her excellence has made her the top female halfpipe star worldwide. She and others have, to the sport's benefit, pushed the barriers from the impossible to the improbable to the possible. Right now, she is in an intubated, sedated condition at the University Hospital in Utah. Critical. Trenton Painter, coach of the 29-year-old BC native, tweeted, "Even while resting, her inner strength is clearly visible." It's a rare gift package that includes presence in glamour, grit, prowess, and precision. The sporting fans would love Sarah to compete in the 2014 Olympic Games in Russia, and if anyone can come back from such a shattering incident, her fellow ski competitors and husbands say it's Sarah Burke. Sarah was training in a sponsor event at the Park City Mountain Resort. A quick glance at the I Ride Park City link shows no mention of this horrific accident. The Eagle Superpipe, with its 22-foot transition, is almost as world famous as Sarah Burke is. Grooming the terrain of the halfpipe takes a tractor with two readily apparent attachments. A really long windshield wiper-looking thing that curves to clean part of the flat, the whole transition and the vert, and a grater blade. Heard of the pipe dragon? That is but one type of machine built for these purposes. Others include the Zog Pipe Monster and the HPG Halfpipe Grinder. Not to call this Park City snow structure a meat grinder, but Kevin Pierce, a snowboarder, almost died crashing back here in 2009. But now, this 2012, the skiing world waits to hear of Sarah's situation. Neurosurgeon Dr. William Cudwell repaired a torn vertebral artery that had caused bleeding or an intracranial hemorrhage to the brain. A big problem with blood flowing freely within the skull is that its pressure can wreck brain tissue. Sarah Burke is in good hands. Dr. Cudwell is tops in, for example, neuro-oncology, skull base, and cerebrovascular neurosurgery. He has a PhD in neuroimmunology and molecular biology. No matter that the Canadian Freestyle Skiing Association is dedicated to developing freestyle in a safe, fun, and ethical manner, accidents, despite the CFSA's arduous, gradual assessment approach to testing and allowing of these acrobatic acts, will happen, especially in a sport where innovation and experimentation are the gas that fuels its popularity. For us old fuddy-duddies who thought the rise to skiing downhill parallel from Stem Christie was a risk too radical, this freestyle skiing stuff seems crazy. It looks great, but we also know many purebred dogs look fantastic and have you-know-what for brains. We wonder of these athletes' sanity. Did you know about the ATML method? No, this isn't a funny way to hijack monies out of an ATM or some strange search and rescue procedure. It's the basis for freestyle skiing, whether through mogul jumps or on the halfpipe. ATML stands for Approach, Takeoff, Maneuver, and Landing. The CFSA itemizes these as takeoff, control, execution, and landing. All must be done correctly, otherwise trouble ensues. The condition of the slope, or halfpipe, icy or dry, makes a difference to the skier's chosen speed. Body position at all junctures is crucial. Proper landing, and here is where it seems Sarah Burke had her difficulties, is obviously paramount. Four-time winner of the X Games halfpipe, Gretchen Bleiler, saw the fall and thought it relatively innocuous until the human spirit, soul, call them what you will, can do miraculous things working together in ways science cannot literally fathom. And such intangibles of human force could see Sarah pull through this critical condition crisis. That's the main thing. Sarah Burke cannot know of the support of family, friends, and followers being in a coma, but she's in excellent physical condition, which will help. Character is revealed in the struggle, not the success. Sarah worked against formidable odds to see the ski halfpipe's popularity and respectability rise in the eyes of those that determine Olympic acceptance. Obstacles overcome, especially ones reared in contrariness, pettiness, and arbitrariness, are that much sweeter to savor, and while the freestyle ski world owes much to her immense talents on the hill, it is her good works off the course that has really put that sport on the world map. Her whole reason to be has been in the pushing of boundaries for her discipline. Her inner sources of strength and reserves just might see her surmount her injuries. On Monday, her family canceled a news conference update. Progress is clearly tenuous. whether he is able to return to ski in 2014 at those Winter Olympic Games in which he strives so hard to have his sport accepted, while great fodder for movie and heroics is but a sideshow to the real show of her survival and revival.